Hello and welcome to Film Seizure. My name is Chuck Moore, and with me, as always, are Jason Oliver. Hello, Jason Oliver.
Hello, Charles Moore.
Thank you. Thank you. Jeff Arbuckle is also here with us today. Jeff, how are you?
Doing pretty good. I think we should all have nicknames for for our crime spree here.
I want to be Dud.
You want to be Dud?
I want to be.
I'll be Pluto because I like Pluto. Little buddy is getting kicked out of the family.
I guess I'll be Chuck Tasia.
I'd never heard the name Dud before. Just Dud.
I'm sure it's like Dudley, probably. Yeah. So these people, those names, are all from the movie we are covering today. 1992's Southern noir thriller film One False Move. Debut film by director Carl Franklin, I believe. Or at least his
technically, it's his first major.
Major film. Yes.
He did some Roger Corman stuff in the 80s. Yeah.
Oh, well, I hadn't run across that information. Well, you wouldn't think he's like a first-time director. This. Apparently, he's not. Really.
And he has a follow-up. He has a follow-up that is also extremely well liked too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Devil in the Blue Dress.
He was yes, he was a Roger Corman guy, but he also he got his master's in filmmaking. He worked for the AFI Institute. He transitioned from being an actor to being a director. And
I did recognize his face.
That's when he got caught up with Corman. And then, he made another movie before this with a similarly bland title, Nowhere to Run, with David Carradine, which I also had never seen and still haven't.
So this is first time for all three of us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a first on the podcast?
Might be.
For like an old for a library title?
Maybe, yeah.
It might be. Oh, well, I guess it would have to be for all of us because we've watched some that we'd never seen before, like all right.
Argento stuff.
Our trips to Italy were definitely all first time watches for some of us.
Most of the original
most of them were first time watches for all of us, yes, but not all of them. But like we watched stuff like The Rage with Gary Busey.
Oh yeah,
Sidney Fury's The Rage, and that was definitely a first time watch.
That was an amazing first time watch.
But this might be the first time watch for a movie that's actually good.
I mean, good is underselling it. I say this is a quite special movie.
I mean, it's surprising to me that none of us have seen it. There's parts of it that like were very familiar to me while I was watching it, but I don't think I had seen it before. There's some magic happening on screen here.
Sorry, I was having mic difficulties.
Mike, get out of there!
Get out of here, Mike. I agree, though, Chuck. I don't know how I hadn't seen this movie. I didn't even really know that it existed, to be quite honest. It may have been one that I saw in a video store and just like dismissed for some dumb reason. I never watched it, but I don't ever recall even knowing this movie existed outside of vaguely the title was familiar.
Yeah, and even that you said it was. Did you say vague or what word did you use for? Like, it's not like just
the title is kind of bland.
Yeah, just looking at the poster, I'm not like, I need to see that.
Well, yeah, because it's Cynda Williams who's focused on what would have been on the box, on the videotape box. It's her, not the others.
Yes, and she's. Can I just get this out of the way now? The worst part of this.
Oh God, easily,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yes,
wholeheartily agree. Yeah,
yeah. Not her character necessarily. I just think she's not good. And like there's things she does that annoy me.
She's also just like, I mean, she's in the shadow of two like pretty powerful performances.
Yes, agreed. And even I assume you're talking about Paxton and Billy Bob.
Yeah.
But even the Pluto, was pretty powerful for his role.
I actually even think that Billy Bob is just a little off in this role. Like there are things that I'm just like, yeah, he's still dialing it in as an actor. But she kind of wasn't great. She was serviceable. We'll say that.
Yeah. Didn't ruin the movie for me though.
No,
which is
definitely
good.
not. And honestly, it kind of lent itself to a little bit of that independent feel anyway, because it was very much an independent film, small budget, $2.5 million, I think, which was the most that Carl Franklin had ever had to work with by a lot, and he put it all on screen.
Yeah, and its box office was actually less than the budget, which is kind of surprising for how many lists this was on in 1992.
It came out to, they slow rolled it. They tried to like capitalize on some of that, but it was just too late. It was,
it was originally slated for direct to video.
Yeah.
It was originally slated for direct to video, but I think Ebert must have seen it at Cannes or someplace else, because when it was like in the process of being sold, because it was supposedly he and a few other critics pushed for it to get a theatrical release. He's done that before after seeing stuff at Cannes. And, sometimes it's, it's like you got something that people want to see. And yeah, it ended up on a ton of lists.
My guess is it probably made its money back easily on video.
I'm guessing that because you'd be able to put 2 big thumbs up on them.
Yeah.
On those words on a movie box, probably got it, or in a video store, trade magazine, it probably got units sold.
Interestingly, that is still working like 30 years later, or how many years, I'm bad at math, because the reason I picked this movie is I was watching a video that Jeff shared. It was completely unrelated. And afterwards, the Siskel and Ebert's Best of 1992 came on. And I was like, I'll just let this roll while I'm playing my game on my phone or whatever. And it was their second and first, right? Best movies of 1992. I was like,
Ebert
I never heard of like the number one movie.
Right. Yeah. Siskel had it number 1 and Ebert had it number 2.
That's wild, actually.
Yeah. The only thing, Ebert's number 1 was Malcolm X. That was the only movie he thought was better than this that year.
It's a good one.
Yeah, and there were some pretty good movies that year. It wasn't a great year, but there were some pretty good movies that year. So yeah, that's why I chose it. As we've discussed, I'd never seen it before, and I was kind of nervous because I'm like, ooh, it's that cutting edge race baity stuff in 1992 a little bit.
But it doesn't do that really.
It doesn't.
It's so measured and balanced, and it's
brought up twice.
You never get the sense that that's the point it's trying to make.
Right.
It's never overt. It's all just like part of the contour of the time and place, right? And it works so beautifully. Even as jarring as that word is, right? It just works so damn well. And you have to give some credit to the direction, I think, on that as well. Right?
Because Billy Bob wrote it.
Yeah.
With somebody else who I'm not familiar with, I don't think.
There's not a lot of nuance to what Billy Bob has to do in this movie. Right? No. There's a few things where he thinks maybe he has a moral line that I don't see.
Well, he thinks he does, but he never, he doesn't live up to it.
Right. Exactly.
He blames other things for him not being able to live up to that.
Yeah. I just want to clarify one thing. I wasn't saying that the movie is race baity. I was concerned going in that it might be.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up after we just talked about Siskel and Ebert, because here I've got my Roger Ebert 1998 video companion. The last paragraph of his review of this is one of the unique qualities of the screenplay and his direction is that this is a film where the principals are 3 black people and 3 white people, and yet the movie is not about black-white quote-unquote relationships in the dreary way of so many other recent movies, which are motivated either by idealistic bonhomie or the cliches of ethnic stereotypes. Every character in this film, black and white, operates according to his or her own agenda. That's why we care so very much about what happens to them.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else and I forgot. So go ahead.
And well, in the two instances that it comes up, like during the first few minutes of the movie, you expect Billy Bob Thornton to drop the N-word. And he doesn't. He calls Pluto a turd.
No, you get it. You get it from a random place that you're like, wait a minute.
Well, yeah, it's like, wait, but he gets put in his place, right away, because it turns out Pluto, you don't fuck with Pluto. Right. He is, one of my notes was, who's the scarier one? The one that, loses his temper instantly, or the one who's methodically thinking through everything and likes knives?
I mean, just by their vicious murders, the both of them, you're like, Pluto is the problem.
Yes.
Here.
But he's always the smart one when engaged with a potential problem. But anyway.
That's what I mean. He's the dangerous
Pluto is the Peter Stormare, and Billy Bob Thornton is the Steve Buscemi.
Right.
Oh, okay. So
if you want to like draw any connections to Northern Noir.
Yeah. Northern
Noir. I don't know if anybody ever says that, but I did.
No, yeah. Well, there's Southern Noir. There's got to be Western and Eastern and Northeastern, Southeastern and Southwestern. Anyway, but the time that the N-word is actually used, it's a guy who he's insulated, right? He's not thinking about that word, and his wife apologizes for him, but it's like,
yeah, she apologizes to the wrong guy. Yeah,
to the wrong guy. But like at the same time, it's like there's no reaction to it other than the wife's like, look across the table, you idiot.
This movie really understands, in my opinion. I've never lived in Alabama, but it really understands the cultural difference between LA or California in the South. Right. And it's really kind of expertly like weaves it in, because even the guy who should have gotten mad about that word is like,
you don't think he hasn't heard that?
Yeah. He even says later how much he likes the guy. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, I agree, Chuck. It's very nuanced and just so well thought through. I almost wonder like how much of that was Billy Bob.
Well, he's from Arkansas. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So he knows both Arkansas and LA at this point.
That's true. That is true.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it's like, it's the insulation of small town, Southern, kind of, it's like,
we'll forgive him his, what is the word? Naivety.
Oh, naivety.
But I also like what she says about that moment. She says he doesn't mean anything by it. That's just how he was raised talking growing up. So he says these words and he doesn't have any real understanding of the meaning behind them. At least
at least you have a little bit of a benefit of the doubt there.
There's still some privilege there that he's working from. But you get the sense that this is not the most intelligent man on the planet. He gets by gumption and energy.
Well, my favorite,
sheer force of will, right?
My favorite line of the entire movie is in that same scene when she's like talking to Dud, and it's like, what's going on here? You need to rein him in. You need to make sure he doesn't realize that you guys are all like heroes, because she says Dale doesn't know any better. He watches TV. I read nonfiction. Mm-hmm. She knows where this path is going.
She understands the evil in the world.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say it though. You take Bill Paxton out of this movie and it kind of becomes a little conventional. His performance takes this movie to the stratosphere. It absolutely does.
Well,
yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a performance that makes this person a real person. Mm-hmm. And, to kind of echo
He's so dumb, but he's so affable, right?
Right. And he wants to do good, you know.
He's like when Forrest Gump became a cop.
Exactly.
In a
and
way.
And to kind of echo that last line from that review, it's like you build something that there's enough about him to care so much about what he's doing that it spills over to the other characters.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
another great thing about
true.
this movie, which I really miss in movies, and I'm going to kind of sound like these new age conservatives, like there's no gray area in the evil in this movie. Like, you know, Billy Bob and Pluto are just fucking bad.
Yeah,
there's no. You got to show that right up at the start.
There's no moment you feel bad for them. There's no moment I feel bad for Fantasia, except for I feel more bad for her child than I do for her.
I feel a little bit bad for her in the third act.
Yes, there's like, why is she where she is? Like the way her. Yes, I get
she's
that.
made her own choices, but that reveal is a bit of a stinger, right? And you do kind of I retroactively felt something for her in that moment. Did it forgive her? No, absolutely not. She's gone down a path where she made very serious choices, and she has to own those choices, and she ultimately does.
Yeah, I think
the worst way possible. But
you kind of feel bad for her naive 17-year-old self, not her present.
Exactly.
100%.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because like one of the things about her that I think is interesting as a character is the fact that so she got busted doing a little shoplifting. Who cares? You know, it's like teenagers shoplift sometimes, right?
I've shoplifted when I was a teenager.
Sure. I mean, everybody sneaks the Snickers bar off the, you know, or whatever. And it can range from that to
tall boys from Yazmeet.
Yeah, I wasn't even a teenager then.
But the thing is about her though, is that I think this is kind of spoiling. There's a certain interaction she has around that time that I think potentially forever sends her down a path.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, I feel bad for that moment in time that probably shaped her a little bit, sent her down the wrong path.
Yes.
Tall Boys with Yazmeet should be the name of our album, Jason.
Oh my God, yes. Absolutely. I don't know why, but I just envision like some sort of goofy Yakov Smirnoff like cover, you know?
We could do that.
But yeah, I mean, when it comes to the title of this movie, there's technically 3 false moves, one by 3 different characters that we'll get to when we start kind of talking about what's going on in this movie. Hers, of course, is a big one. It's a real big one.
What constitutes a false move, do you think?
Well, I think in the terms of this, when I'm thinking about this movie, I'm thinking about how it shapes the path of the characters.
So a poor choice, a bad choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Bill Paxton made one.
Mm-hmm.
She makes a big one that's caused by the one that Billy Bob Thornton makes moments before.
Yeah.
Because and that's the whole reason why the end of the movie happens is because of these 3 choices.
And theoretically, her false move could have been shoplifting. That could have been the one false move.
True. It set everything into motion for the next 5 years. Yeah. I mean, you can read it a few different ways. Even like you can read the very last line of this movie a few different ways, which we'll get to. So,
oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about the ending. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's
talk about the beginning so we can get to the ending.
So we can get to the end.
Yes.
That's how the movies typically work. Yeah.
Yeah. God, it's brilliant.
Not all movies.
Yeah. You ever seen Memento, buddy?
Well, let's talk about the ending so we can get to the beginning.
Oh God, where am I? So we have 3
ne'er-do-wells
who kind of
talking about using old-timey thinking in language there.
Yeah, these false pretenses to enter a home. And the purpose of entering this home is to find a specific drug dealer. So they take a guy out of that house to another dude's house, whose character names I guess I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. With the purpose of getting this guy to open his door. This is Billy Bob taking Fantasia to the second home, and Pluto is at the original home just eating and watching the home movie that they were filming when he walked in. Which I don't know. I don't know if he enjoys it or what the fuck he's doing, but he's fucking.
Oh, there's definitely a what's the word I'm like, sadistic nature. It's a sadistic nature to it.
He's got a little bit of a voyeur thing too that is just barely explored. I got.
By the way,
I was a little worried about this movie in the first scene. I didn't think it was particularly well edited. I was confused about the two locations. I was worried. I was like, man, is this going to suck? And it felt a little less quality than I was expecting at first, but it quickly overcame that.
And it does.
So maybe a warning to our listeners, like push through a little bit because it does also get like shockingly violent in this scene.
Yes. It again takes the gray area out of who these people are because they end
not
up
going to be rooting for them. Nope.
Yeah, they end up like Billy Bob's beating women up, pouring fucking flammable shit on a girl's head, about to light her on fire to get the drugs out of the wall. And he's the crazy one. And then you go back to Pluto, and Pluto's just putting pillowcases over people's faces and stabbing them to kill them. And you're like, okay, that's the brutal one who enjoys what
he's the serial killer.
Yes. Yes.
The other one is the guy who's going to get gunned down walking out of a bank he just robbed.
Yeah, I mean, he's natural born killers.
Yeah. By the way, Michael Beach, who plays Pluto, he was Detective Wurlitzer in True Romance.
I knew I recognized him.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Interesting.
Michael Beach. So anyway, that like taking away anything that may be wrong in this scene, it really does serve its purpose of setting these people up for you. Yeah. Even if there is nuance to their character, they're fucking evil. They're evil.
Well, and the thing is we also get the idea out of the gate that Fantasia, she is there for the ride. She does not participate the same way.
Yeah, she's complicit in this. Like,
oh, absolutely.
There's no way around that. She, I don't think, maybe fully understands the depth of the commitment to, I don't know, to the violence,
sparkle motion,
the bravery. Yeah, spark.
I don't know that she truly thinks that they're going to kill everyone.
I think that's another thing. I don't like how she's played through this first half to keep us thinking about her motives. Yeah. Like it's a little bit manipulative instead of like natural. Yeah. Like they're bringing you to a certain moment with her, right?
Yeah. Well, I will say there is excellent editing in this moment that you're talking about.
Later?
No, in where Billy Bob Thornton. So turns out
the kid is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite transitions like ever.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Go ahead and talk about it though.
Yeah. So at the house that Billy Bob Thornton and so Ray is Billy Bob Thornton. Ray and Fantasia went to actually get the, I don't know, multiple pounds of coke and $15,000 that was shoved in the wall. Billy Bob Thornton sees a family picture, and he's like, they've got a kid. Yeah. It's like, Fantasia, go find the kid. And she's like, well, maybe he's not here. He's like, go find the fucking kid. And she finds the kid in a bedroom crying. And you think that, this is going to be real, real bad. Smash cut to a kid crying all
yelling
the way and mommy, all the way over in Star City, Arkansas, where we're introduced to Hurricane Dale Dixon.
The juxtaposition between those two lives, really, like, it is kind of a nice transition to take you away from what you're really worried about. So like a nice, wholesome kind of scene.
But you're also left with that tension.
Yes, you are. You're left with that worry. Yeah.
And the next morning has come, and the LAPD. So this is where we meet John McFeely. All those Mac names are the same. They all sound the same. And
what do you
Doug
call them,
Cole.
like McClintock or
no, Macintosh.
Macintosh.
Yeah. Yeah. All those Mac names sound the same to me. Look the same to me is actually what he says.
He gets his fucking first name wrong too. It's so
yes,
funny.
He does.
It's
so anyway,
funny.
so John McFeely
He doesn't listen
and Doug
to
Cole,
anyone.
No.
Sorry.
He is a wrecking ball. And I mean, he does not understand how he got the name Hurricane. And it's like, we're seeing it in everything
That's
you
a very
do.
good point. He doesn't understand it. They all call him Hurricane. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's oblivious.
He's oblivious to the fact that he is just this tornado of energy that comes blowing into any scene that he's in. But anyway,
I've never finished a meal since I met the son of a bitch.
Good stuff.
So we meet him a little bit, and then like the next morning comes, the LAPD has shown up to the first place where there were 4 people dead. And they get the tip that the light is on in the other house all night. Nosy neighbor was like, why is there a light on all night? And called the police on that, which is kind of...
Well, they also had the dude...
Did they call the police? See, I'm also confused by the detective work at this point.
They knew the name of the guy who was dead, the stranger at the house, so they went to his house.
Yeah, right. Yes, and I think they just canvassed. It just cuts out some of the mundane police work.
Well, it gets to 2 important things.
Yeah.
2 important things. LAPD is investigating 2 murder sites.
Yeah.
And the little kid has survived.
Yeah.
Which means there's a witness.
Right.
Yes.
And that is how they get all of the information that they effectively are going to work from.
Do they really get it from the kid though? I didn't get that impression. Because they talked about somebody, like they talked about Ray's car, and somebody noticed Ray's car, and then Ray is like this known entity. It almost feels like. So
Ray and Pluto have been pulling crimes for years.
Yeah. So
they are known entities. I think it's the little kid who tells them about Fantasia. So they get another person
that gets
3 suspects.
That gets them to Ray. Maybe I don't know.
But I think
that kid doesn't feel too verbal at this point.
Ray's car gets them to Ray and Pluto.
Yeah.
The kid connects Fantasia to the group.
Says there was a woman there too, so it adds the third person who they don't know who she is.
Yeah, and then the third clue is the videotape. Yeah.
Yes, where she's saying going to Star City. In that little warped scene
that connects to Ray. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because both Ray and Fantasia are from Star City.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, weirdly. They are.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the sense that they knew each other in Star City, but they probably connected over that at some point.
They either connected from that, or Ray came into town and she left with them after she...
That's what I feel like when she ran away from town, she left with Ray. That's the way I read it, but it's not explained. Like,
it's not explained, and it's not... The whole thing with Ray coming to Star City, they mistake that.
Yes.
That's a red herring. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Ray who's coming to Star City. Right. And Dale doesn't know something else and just assumes it's Ray. Oh, he's coming here and I know where he's going. He's going to his uncle's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That scene is fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
It's really hilarious until, well, it's still sort of hilarious, but the way you have Bill Paxton tell what you just saw again,
That was a little annoying.
It was like super annoying, but it's
that's
fucking hurricane.
It's also like we all
hurricane.
know these people who will tell you the story of something you witnessed.
Yes.
Right.
An hour
ago.
And they're usually like hurricanes too.
Yep.
They're that kind of person.
It's true to the character. Don't get me wrong.
Because I know one person that is exactly like that. And you're very good friends with them, Jason.
I have to think on that.
Their last name also starts with D.
Oh, yes. Yep. MD. Yes.
First name is Michael. That's a very Michael thing.
Yes.
You tell a story of something you were there for. To you.
As if you weren't there.
He is. Yes. He is our hurricane.
Yes, he is. 100%. And we love him for it.
Oh, we do. We do.
Just like they love Dixon for it.
Affable as all fuck.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you can't spell affable without AF. So he is affable AF.
You cannot.
I see what you did there. You can spell.
So basically they hear the thing about Star City. They connect the dots that, okay, well, Ray has, has something to do with Star City, Arkansas, or at least they know to call out to Star City to say, hey, we might have some perps headed your way.
Yep.
And oh my God, he won't let them talk at all.
So good.
And it's so, cause like the chief of police in LA is trying to say something and he's like, oh, you guys probably get pretty busy out there, huh? It's like,
it's so great because he recognizes the guy's name. Like he knows this chief, like he's a hero to him.
Oh my God.
And he won't let him get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That guy, John Mahone, he was in The Exorcist. He was in LA Confidential. He's played police chiefs a lot. How they're all like sitting around kind of laughing at him during that call, but it's like kind of a lovable, like, get a load of this fucking guy.
Yeah. Well, listen to this bumpkin. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It like just hilarious. And then he calls a black person a colored person.
Oh yeah.
And that gets a lot of eye rolls. And the one black guy in the room is just like gives him like this what the fuck chuckle, That's what you get a pretty good introduction to.
Yeah, it's usually colored people stabbing each other.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We get that too. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so like he's like, so we want to let you know that there's, there might be a chance that they're headed your way. We want to, and he's like, do you want me to stake the place out? He's like, maybe not yet. It's like, oh, I can stake it out right now. It's like, no, wait. No, we'll call you.
Rotate. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we'll call you when we think there's a need for us to all pool our resources, basically. And he's like, all right. So he,
if there was anyone who needed a firm hand, it's this guy. Like, he needs someone to sit him down in a chair.
You don't let this guy be chief. Like,
oh my
goodness.
For
sure. Nobody to tell him what to do except his wife.
Right.
But he's kind of good at his job in his orbit, right?
Well, the note that I have is that we soon see him. He's an excellent keeper of the peace.
Yes.
He's not exactly a good lawman,
no,
but he's a good keeper of the peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just watched Normal, and I know, Chuck, you had some mixed feelings on that, but he reminded me a little bit of like a extroverted Bob Odenkirk from Normal and the way he policed, right? Because he was like, look, man, we all got to live with each other. He's just trying to keep the peace. And he understands these people. He understands their psychology, right? So he's not trying to put everyone in jail. He's just trying to keep the status quo.
And it's good too. It's good too because the LA cops always come guns drawn.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because their situations are vastly different, and they're seeing the way a small town operates when the chief knows every single fucking person in that town.
It's one
it
of those
changes the dynamic.
It's one of those perfect details, right?
Yes, to
About
sell you
that.
yep.
100%
agree.
And also, like, he gains a modicum of respect from these guys, these LA cops. He's like, he runs his business, right?
Right.
He's not afraid to get in
that's
there
not
and
how I would have
tussle.
done it. But
He's not afraid. He's not afraid to take the axe from this guy, right?
Oh my God. The old drunken husband getting locked out for drinking all night.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he goes in. First of all, he goes in and like basically like tackles him.
They break a window.
They break a window, to which the wife then appears at the window. And it's like, I bet if you just apologize, she'd let you in. Yeah, I will.
He knows that. He knows that.
He
too.
knows I will. And you
Yeah.
got the neighbors outside watching.
Who are
I
they?
feel like one of them
They
handed
best
the
not
other
be
one
taking my
$1.
man. They best not be.
Yeah.
They're not going to arrest. Yeah, it's so good.
And yeah, one gets disappointed that he's not carted off. Yeah. But yeah, and it's like, it's like, okay, I want you to put the axe back in, like, he's like a parent.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I want you to put it back where this belongs.
Yeah, they were siblings that had a fight, and it's like, put your block away. Go apologize to your sister. Basically.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, that's effectively how he keeps the peace. And yeah, and at the time, the LAPD guys are there with their guns drawn. The wife is even like, what are they doing? And It's like, you put your guns away. I got this. Everything's cool,
But it's so funny because he's not like universally respected in this town. Like the dynamic between him and the lady who runs the diner is hilarious.
It's so good.
Because he's always dining and dashing.
Yeah.
He shortchanges her.
Shortchanges her, steals candy bars, and it's like, I'm the sheriff. What are you going to do about it? But he's also like kind of oblivious to it in a way.
There's naivety to it.
Yeah.
He's just a big kid.
But people tolerate him, I think, because he's actually a good sheriff. In a weird way, he is. And that's honestly, to me, that's like really good writing. And then for Paxton to see that on the page and bring it to life it's stupendous. It really
and also, I want to tip of the cap to the idea of having the older retired cop from Detroit kind of being the trusted deputy that kind of you get the impression that he keeps Hurricane in check sometimes.
I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of him, but honestly, his little drops are perfect.
Yeah.
So good. Because you do get the sense, okay, there is an adult in the room.
Right.
Who actually knows police work.
Yeah, and maybe he's the guy who keeps the Hurricane from becoming like a Category 5, right?
Yeah, he's the steady hand. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's a hurricane wrangler.
Yeah.
Right. And he's got the most important part at the end of the movie because he knows where to go.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the address. He just needs to know what street.
It's small town again.
Yep.
Small town stuff again.
Yep.
Yeah. So from there, this is when they go to visit the old man.
Yeah.
The old deaf uncle.
About to get hotter than hell out here.
God,
I hope you and the chickens have a goddamn heat stroke. I know Billy Bob wrote that line.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
The whole is like, Ray, that's my brother's boy. I know my own kin.
Yeah.
And then he repeats that when he like,
when did you last talk to him? He's like, Ray. He's like, Ray, that's my brother's kid.
I reckon I know my own kin.
But Dixon had been telling the LA cops the whole time, like, he doesn't fucking know a thing about this. I know
he doesn't even have a
know.
phone.
Yeah, he doesn't have a phone, like, but that's like knowing.
Basically a hermit.
Yeah, again, the juxtaposition of small town versus big town, expertly used in the movie.
They're afraid it's going to tip these hardened criminals off. Meanwhile, Hurricane is just like, look, they don't trust him enough, but they do trust him to a point, and he's usually right.
Well, yeah, because it's not long.
Town. Yeah,
it's not long before they realize this is not where they're coming for. This is not where they're going.
Yeah.
And you kind of get I think Dale kind of already, I think the seed is planted in this interaction with it's like, this is going to go nowhere. This is a dead end here.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
they're coming here for something. Yeah, they keep monitoring it, but it's like, I don't expect this to show up. But what I do really like about this section of the movie is there is not a chase. They are waiting for the bad guys to arrive.
Right.
And that is so cool.
It is.
I mean, like, I love that about this movie. It's like, oh, the good guys are the ones setting the trap.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting for the bad guys to come, and you get to see the bad guys travel all the way from LA through the Southwest and through Texas to Arkansas.
It's cool in the movie, but it also, in reality, also lets them murder other people.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Which is kind of bad. Like, they should have had somebody out looking for them.
Right.
But whatever.
Well, there is a national, like, be warned about this, but
whatever the guy called it. Something. Telescript. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah. Teletype or whatever. Anyway, but whatever it is, it's not I think that there is some confidence that unless somebody forces their hand, they don't expect these guys to leave a trail like Bonnie and Clyde or anything. It's just going to be, they're going to stay low, but if you see them, we're looking for them.
Right.
Because it's at that point, because they go and they buy a new car also. And they stay mostly to the they stay off the highway and they're driving through small towns mostly with the whole idea of they want to go to Houston to unload the coke for big cash.
Yeah. Pluto knows a guy in Houston. Ray isn't really super enamored with this idea because
he wants to do the coke.
If it were Ray, yeah, he would just do all the coke. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Fantasia definitely wants, I mean, that's her primary function in life in this section of the movie is
Ray's like fuck that, all we've got is $15,000. I want to sell the coke, split the money, and I'm going back to Chicago. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. But for all of his 160 IQ, Pluto doesn't realize that they're already on to them, right? Like his 160 IQ is pretty well overshadowed by his need to kill
and his hubris.
Well, also it's also overshadowed and evened out by Ray's 60 IQ.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, at that point, these are just average assholes now.
Well, this is another scenario.
They do average each other out for sure. Yeah.
It is kind of like what's happening on the other side with the cops and the reining in is happening with the villains as well.
It really kind of is.
Kind of is. Yeah. Well, you say what's happening. I mean, that's the show that Earl Billings is most known for. McFeely.
Which one's Earl Billings? The cop.
McFeely.
McNaughton.
Oh yeah.
McCavity.
Macintosh.
Yeah, Macintosh. I couldn't even arrive at the wrong name.
The director Carl Franklin was on 17 episodes of the A-Team.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Was there somebody like a Pluto figure on behind the camera? It's like, no, we can't jump it. We can't launch this car. No, don't do it, Carl.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No, I'm making real art now.
It was just Face making all the decisions.
Yeah.
Fucking Face.
Face.
I need to watch the A-Team again. Like just a couple episodes and then realize I don't need to watch the A-Team.
Yeah, you don't need to watch all of
watch
the
one or two, you get the gist.
It. Yeah. Rinse and repeat for 4 years at that point. Yeah.
I got a bad attitude.
Great for a 10-year-old kid though. Fucking
Oh my God, yes. I mean, it was my favorite. It was my favorite thing in the world when that show was on TV.
It was probably my second to Knight Rider, but I mean,
I like Knight Rider. I like me some Airwolf too.
Oh, Airwolf, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we have the villains kind of barreling. I keep calling them the villains. They should call them the outlaws or something. The outlaws barreling towards Star City. Dixon trying to figure out in reality where they're going. There's a really cool scene where he looks at a young black kid that's with like a much younger black kid, and he's kind of got that like look in his eye. Do you guys remember the scene? Because it could almost be throwaway if you don't like kind of sense it. He sees Fantasia's brother and the kid, and he kind of has a look in his eye, like why is he honing in on this exactly?
Right. Well, he's gonna definitely get into honing in on this, because here's the moment where everything comes crashing down for pretty much everyone in a different way, depending on which side of the law you are. But in Texas,
it's Texas roadside. Yeah,
there is there's like a little convenience store that they stop at.
Real quick, because I got to get up for a second. But when you talk about the cop in the detailing scene, 100%, 100% the Coen brothers saw this movie, and that was in their head. Had to be. When
it is very Coen brothers.
I know this is not like a super unique situation in movies, but to me, it's so similar. It's so similar. But I'll be right back.
Okay. And it's like the whole, like, outside you have I love how Pluto is always sitting in the middle of the back seat.
Yes, he's got to keep his eyes on everything.
He keeps his eyes on everything, and he just stares. And he's pretty unsettling.
Very unsettling.
Most of the time you see him, it's like, and especially when he's trying to calm Ray down as they're getting pulled over. That whole dialogue that he has there is so, like, he's calculated,
measured, and it's backed by what he did in the beginning of the movie. Like, that totally adds to the menace of the quietness of the, you know what I mean? Like, if you saw this guy sitting in a room, you don't have to know what he's like to be unsettled.
Yeah. Because he's just sitting there and staring.
Yes.
That's all he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm surprised he blinks.
Yeah. I never saw him blink.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know if he did or not. So he, he's kind of sitting in the car. Ray and Fantasia are microwaving some burritos.
Yep.
For their 6-pack of Budweiser that they're going to... By the way, a 6-pack of Bud and a couple of microwavable burritos was only like $5 or something. Seven something. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, that's a good times.
Those are the good old days. Jason, we didn't even get to the car yet. Jeff,
we're not there.
Slow.
Oh, no. We were talking about Pluto. We're talking about Mr. Calculated Pluto the whole time.
Yeah, we were.
Cool. And they're already looking a little sus. They're looking a little sussy because Billy Bob Thornton cannot look normal in this movie. He's always like eyes darting around. He's always like itchy. He's twitchy, and she just wants more Coke. All of the Coke. She just needs more Coke.
I don't really know what's going on with her here, and it's part of why I don't like her.
Well, I think, and part of it, she does look like she's a little strung out here, right? So they're going to stand out the moment anybody who knows what to look for in suspect people walks in, and that's exactly what ends up happening.
But she also conveniently becomes lucid whenever it's required for the movie, which is kind of like, I'm like, really, she's the worst part of the movie for me for multiple reasons. but we don't need to, because I kind of have I don't know. I think she serves a slightly different purpose as a whole. But anyway, I think that may be more character than I know you're largely picking on the actor.
To me, she doesn't become interesting until the third act, and I think it potentially strengthens that plot point when it is unveiled. But the problem I have with her in that moment is that she never really rises to it. And that's in the writing and the performance. Like, I get it, but then I don't don't feel as much as I would maybe have felt for someone who is giving a stronger.
And she's always called. We're going to talk about it later, so I'll just leave it for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically,
did you know that Billy Bob married her?
Really?
After the,
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, he's a very impulsive dude. Yeah. I mean,
he's got Angelina Jolie's blood in it.
Angelina Jolie was another one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm not surprised by it either. I'm just saying. Yeah. You know. Now you know.
Now we know. So so a cop pulls up, and the whole time Pluto knows that this is going to go to shit. He's like, "Don't
fuck it up, Ray.
Don't fuck it up, Ray." He just repeats that over and over, and because he knows Ray, like he knows that he would have been in there and out of there. He's not sitting around waiting for that burrito to finish microwave.
He's eating a fucking cold burrito, man.
Exactly. He's not gonna stand there for that long to get pinched. So Ray immediately thinks they've been had.
Yeah.
And his twitchiness ends up drawing attention to them. And beforehand it's kind of reversed, right? Because like if it's just the two of them and the girl at the cashier or the at the front cashier chick, you would think, oh, Fantasia's drunk or high or whatever. They're going to buy their shit and they're going to move on and everything's done. But the moment the cop comes in, it reverses.
Yep.
She's not standing out anymore, even though at one point Ray's like, this is Texas. They don't like a white guy and a black. That is not what the problem here is, Ray. No. The problem is you, buddy.
Yep.
Because he won't look at the cop. He turns his back. It's like, dude, you are guilty as fuck right now. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, that is the beginning of everything falling apart.
Ray has no
chill. Right. And Pluto has too much chill.
Yes. Yes.
He's icy.
Pluto's fucking frozen.
Yeah. And that's why he's Pluto. It's a frozen place.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's pretty funny, actually. When you think about that, I wonder if that was part of why they called him that.
Yeah, maybe. But they
coldest place in the solar system.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Billy Bob is a pretty smart fella. You wouldn't expect it coming from him, but he's a pretty smart fella.
He is.
Yep. He does good work.
Yeah.
So they leave and like Pluto is still, it's like, just be fucking cool, Ray. It's like, don't fuck this up. Seriously.
Slow down, speed up.
Slow down, speed up. What do you want me to fucking do? Yeah. Like he gets mad at that. So the cop is right to think, hey, something's off with these people, because he even jokes to them about like drinking the beer while they're driving.
Mm-hmm.
And which I think typically probably is cool in Texas if they don't think you're some killers from LA or whatever. But
now Jeff is on to offending states in the United States. He's conquered the world already.
I have no fucking problem offending Texas.
I know.
Texas is at the top of my list too. Yeah.
All I'm saying is you've conquered the world and all of the other countries and continents. Now you have to go.
Now I got to turn the gun in on ourselves. Anyway, so they the guy is like, he radios in and it's like, I think this seems like something is going on. There's 3 people in this car. I think there's something out there on the line about
the teletype or whatever.
Yeah, about 2 black individuals driving with a white individual, 2 men and a woman.
Yeah, he's a good cop. Like small suspicions get his gears going, and he puts some things together. Yeah,
he's a good cop until the moment that's about to immediately come up.
Well, yeah.
Because if you pull over suspected murderers from another state, you don't approach the car by yourself.
But this is 1992 Texas. What the fuck?
It's a little bit. Sure. It's a little bit of lawman hubris here. Yeah.
Well, lawman hubris, and good for the movie
and also he is technically in this era thinking what he's been trained. Mm-hmm. The guys are the problem, not the woman.
God, this version of this scene in Carolina is so good.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
We'll talk about that in a couple of weeks, I think. But
I need to see that movie badly.
But yeah, it's like he discounts Fantasia, which he's probably been trained that guys are going, like women aren't killers. There's still people who think that today in law enforcement. And he pulls the two guys out and has them, because again, Ray fucks up and says like, what the fuck you pulling me over for? And it's like, oh, God damn it, Ray. It's like, I think I even said that to the screen. I was like, fuck, you idiot. Because, it's like, but they, and because at first everything is going fine, even though, it's like they've got New Mexico plates, but California licenses. It's like, yeah, that's kind of odd. Why is that? Oh, because the car was purchased. They don't have. And
see, her lucidness here annoys me if she's strung out. Like, that's what I was talking about. She comes to and like perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
describes it to the cop. She shouldn't.
No. I'm talking about the first people are the first place that he learns this information is from the dispatch that there's not going to be a registration for this car. Because it was
but I'm talking about the way she describes it, though. She's
because he asks her about, and she rattles off something about being from Philadelphia or whatever. Yeah. I mean, don't I have a feeling. I don't think this is the first time. I don't think this is the first time they've done something.
They bought the car because the other one broke down, and they needed one to get to Philadelphia. So the original plates don't match the registration because they swapped them out when they bought the new car, which is a totally normal thing to do. I mean, she explains it rationally. Chuck doesn't like how rational she is because she should be like
I think a little bit
stressed out and jonesing.
I think she has. I think this entire situation, this entire evening, has started to kind of shock her to her.
She does kind of split the difference between the two of them in some ways, but yes, they play a little bit with convenience with her character. She is whatever the story needs her to be in any given moment.
That's what I realized something. It's annoying, but when I like a movie, I say it's good for the movie. When I don't like a movie or like it less, I'm like plot convenience.
Yeah.
So call me out on my bullshit because it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that there is, and I mean, I don't think
there's any need to defend it because it really is what it is.
I find her character so uninteresting at this point in the movie that it doesn't matter because I'm so locked into the situation and I'm
the other people.
Yeah.
But it's her action that creates the second half of the movie.
Yes, it's true.
Because he pulls the two guys out and she steps up to him with a gun and kills the cop.
Yeah.
Which then creates it's like, okay, this cop ended up dead. Where was he last? Was he following somebody from there? And they end up getting a picture of her and Ray.
Right.
Yes. And I will just say, just to close a point from earlier about my talking about how they were playing her is like not wanting to injure people and not being like into the violence. Like I get it's fight or flight in this moment.
That's
I get it, but it's still like, why did you toy with me that way? Why did you have to make me? I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it for the movie.
Well, no, you're trying not to get your bullshit called.
I think the moment. To me, I'm with it.
It calls for it. I get it. Yeah. I totally get it. It just annoyed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, because like, I also think that while maybe that's not the case for Pluto types or Ray types, there are a lot of people who will less likely kill a child than they would just some cop. That's standing in their way.
100%.
I just wish I was more like sympathetic to her character up until that point. I just never
Well,
felt like,
I think that's the problem. Like,
I never really felt,
it.
yeah, I never
I
really
don't buy
felt
it in her
anything
performance.
for her. And so when that happened, I wish it were more shocking.
I think at this point, I didn't necessarily feel bad. I was like, oh, this is somebody who's kind of been sucked into this orbit.
Yeah.
But it's like, I definitely don't feel for her after killing the cop. It's she has to work back from it later.
It could have been a really powerful moment. Instead, it's just kind of shocking.
She feels like a female character written by two early white male screenwriters.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So we don't have, I mean, I said my piece about it. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah. So anyway, so this ends up revealing to Hurricane that, oh, we're looking at the wrong destination.
Oh, he's like, oh, that's Lila Walker. And the way he says it, you're like, oh shit, he knows her.
Yep.
And you kind of harken back to the earlier scene of him looking at the kid and the guy like, okay, this is starting to like fall into place in my brain.
Mm-hmm. And they go, so
and when Macintosh calls him on it, it's so good. I'm going to call him Macintosh.
Well, that's what Hurricane would do.
I know. It's so good, man.
And his anger is so revealing in that moment. Yeah, it's so revealing.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have that like that thing though, because she is traveling with a white guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there is, you can doubt it, but really, would you? No. At that moment, you're like, yeah, he's...
What I find so compelling about that scene, because it is almost juxtaposed with her killing the cop, right? It's these two character reveals that happen almost back to back. And when that moment happens, it does, for me anyway, it did shatter my impression of him. Because yes,
Dixon.
Yes,
Dixon?
I can, of Hurricane. Yeah, I can forgive some of his folksy manner, right? Some of the words he's used in the context of who he is and in the place and the time. But when he has that reaction, I'm like, oh shit! Like there is something bad that happened here.
He's also been taking advantage of his situation.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly right. He's more nefarious and manipulative than he would let anyone believe.
Well, especially because
he's not necessarily the good sheriff of this small town that I thought he was. Yeah.
Well, and then I also start to think about his interactions with his family, because at first you think, oh, he's this great family guy, and he's, but then you realize like, no, he kind of goes off half cocked, no pun intended. And then he also,
he used his whole cock.
His whole cock. But he also, it's like when he's like talking on the phone, like the time they called him to say, yeah, we're coming out there, he kind of shoos away his wife. And then you realize, no, he does that a lot. Like he disregards things that she's saying or wants him to, because then he also gets mad at her for going out on stakeout, or at least he snaps at her.
Mm-hmm. He gets a little contemplative about, like, Bill Paxton does a really good job of that, like, minor moment. There's a part, I don't know if we're at it yet. I think we are, because I think it happened when they're on the porch and they drank the bottle and a half of Bushmills. And he's talking to the guys about doing a stakeout. And he says, I've never had to shoot my gun, like talking about his life as a policeman. And then there's like this brief moment of realization in his face that's like so minute that you're like, for a moment, he's realizing against his will that weight of the situation he's in, and how maybe because of the conversation the other cops had about him, that he isn't up for this task. Yep. And he does the opposite of what I thought he would, which is I'm gonna fucking prove it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna prove it. And that's the Hurricane bravado.
Son of a bitch took him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
because
really good. That's really good.
He's an incredibly well-written character. Like, I'm astonished by that character, really, truly.
Well, and
and Bill sells all the little moments where it matters.
Yeah.
Even in because his craziness. Sorry, Jeff. I don't.
No, go right ahead. No, well.
You go.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, to add to that, there's the scene where, like, because he told Dud that he was thinking about maybe relocating to LA and maybe joining the police force out there. And, Dud's like, oh, that's an interesting idea there you got there, Hurricane. And then when Dud's telling McFeely about that, it's like they laugh about it, and the whole time he's just behind them, and the way stealing a candy bar, which that's what outs him, is that the waitress is like, you got to pay for that one, or whatever. What are you doing back there? You're not supposed to be back there. Mm. Well, the way he plays off, you can tell he's hurt, but he just goes back to being Hurricane. He also
like, yes, with Dud, he says, I'm sorry if I put you on the spot back there.
Yeah.
Like there's something self-aware about him when he's forced to contemplate himself. Right?
Yeah. It makes me think his persona is more an act.
Yeah.
Than him, because the last act kind of betrays his persona.
It totally does. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, he gets very serious once he gets the business. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's business time. Also, Jeff, exactly. You did a very good Norm Macdonald impression just a few minutes ago, just to say. That's a very interesting idea you got. I can't do it. But the way that you said it was so Norm Macdonald. I was like, is Jeff doing a bit right now? I mean, go back and listen to that part.
Jim Metzler looks a little bit like, you could I guess he looks a little
bit. Maybe you had a little bit of
maybe I had
brain.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
What a trigger.
I will say one thing about this movie. So when I watched the movie the other night, normally
you're just going to say one thing about this?
Yeah, I was going to comment on that too. Like, you said many things about this movie.
No, I guess what I should say. No, I guess what I meant to say is that one thing I'll say about the pace and the way this movie is constructed. Mm-hmm. Most of the time I'm watching a movie, I'll find a point about halfway through where I want to look at how much is left, because I'm thinking, I need to go to the bathroom, or I'm going to get a refill. I did none of that in this movie. I didn't look at the time. I didn't get up to go to the bathroom. I didn't even get a refill of drink.
This movie feels like, how do I say this?
It
feels like it's happening. Like it's the barreling of the outlaw.
Every
is how
scene,
the movie feels to watch.
Yeah, and every scene is like a new little vignette that builds the entire.
I mean, it immediately took me back to those 90s crime films.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bound. It feels like
so many. I mean, there's so many of them, right? Different. Like Blood Simple.
Yes.
Well, that's 80s.
Yeah, it's true.
But it is Blood Simple-y, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it should be noted that it is surprising that this does slip by all three of us, because this is known to be one of the most, one of the most influential crime thrillers for the next 20 years after this was released.
I'm astonished by it just for that alone, that none of us had seen it. When I asked, I figured Jason, I was almost positive you'd say, that's a really good film. Like, I've seen, I expected that. When he didn't say anything, I was like, maybe he's never seen it, or he missed the message.
I didn't even know that Criterion released it recently. Yeah. I had no fucking clue.
I didn't know that either.
This movie was a black hole for me.
Well, this is, I only knew, and Chuck, I said this to you, is I only knew it because of watching those old Siskel and Eberts, that I didn't, I remember hearing that title, but I don't know anything about it.
I didn't accidentally, not accidentally, but it did just happen.
Hey man, I'm telling you, there's value in watching those old Siskel and Eberts. It gets you to wet your whistle a little bit.
You probably don't know this, but that was like appointment television for me when I was in my teen years. I watched it every time it was on, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. makes me want to watch some more right now. I'm going to actually leave.
See you later.
Yeah, see you later. Anyway, so
You can't leave before you say one thing about this movie, though.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing.
Waiting.
All right, the one thing I have to say about this movie is Lila ends up stealing all their money and heads off to. They split up because, well, first of all, Ray thinks that Fantasia leaving the kid alive is why the cops know about them.
Right.
When in fact they only know about her because of that.
And they didn't learn who she was until
Ray.
Dixon
Dixon
saw her picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so then, but like Ray is like, I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch. And like Pluto's like, yeah, we just leave her behind. It's like to her face. We'll just leave her on the side of the road or whatever. We've got enough trouble with her. But they decide they're going to go on to Houston to sell the coke. They're going to send her on a bus to Star City. And I like that Star City doesn't even have a bus stop. It just has a fork in the road. This is where you get left.
I mean, they're all in Houston together when that happens.
But they're going to go
in the drug dealer's house.
That's right. They do get but they're like,
they have to wait a day. They have to wait a day for the actual guy who has the money to come back because he got stuck somewhere else, Florida or something. New Orleans. Yeah. And Fantasia wants to leave, and Billy Ray's like, "Fuck that! You can't leave." Blah blah blah. And then Pluto's like, "Actually, I think that's a good idea." And Billy Bob's like, "Well, how about that?" And they send her off, and she takes takes the money.
Yeah, which also forces both of them to come after her because Pluto was like, "Fuck this! I'm just going to split. Just give me my part of the money and I'm getting the fuck out of here." Yeah.
Pluto's kind of stupid here. Over $7,500, he should have just left.
This $7,500 in 1992 bucks.
But they had enough cocaine to get $500,000 in 1992 bucks.
Probably. Well, now he can get 250,000.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
I know. Yeah,
that's his one.
That was a lot of coke,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. These were hefty.
It's been a long time since I've been a coke dealer, but it looked like a lot.
Did you used to hide it in your wall?
I did.
Yeah. With stacks of tins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stacks of tens. I thought that looked like a little bit more than $15,000 too. Just saying, but yeah.
Well, not if it's all tins.
Yeah, I'd have to do a little bit of mental math on that one, but that's true. A lot of dime bags. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they, So anyway, so she gets picked up by her brother, and the brother's already known that the cops have come looking for her. And he's like, "You cannot come home." And she's like, "But I want to see my baby." He's like, you can't come home. Look, I know a guy whose grandma died and her house is just sitting there. Nobody's there. You can stay there.
Good for the movie.
Good. Sure. Sure. Why not? Especially good because it's an excellent final shootout.
Yeah.
Yes.
Place. So anyway, so he takes her there and he's like, you need to bring my baby to me tonight. He's like, Lila, it's like, I don't know. It's like, no, you got to do it. And he ends up getting tailed because, well, Hurricane's actually a pretty good cop.
Yeah.
He knows that.
House. Yeah.
Yep. He's like, this is what he gets mad at his wife about because he knows where he's going is kind of his one false move where he's secret. Yeah, that, and it's all getting too close now.
A lot of projection by character in this movie. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So he shows up to basically talk to Fantasia, and she, it's also really, 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 really good for the movie that all he has to say is, I don't have the power to get you out of this trouble, but you can help us stop in so many words, help us stop the really bad guys. But I can't save you. There's no, we'll just let you leave. No, he's going to arrest her, but not until he gets the other guys.
Yeah. I also really, really want to put a point on the fact that I love that home came back to Hurricane. Like, he was so excited about these outlaws coming to town that he got to take down. And then, unbeknownst to him, it was the reason they were coming to town was because of him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that is just, it's
The chickens came home to roost.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
And we better feed them now because it's going to get so damn hot out here.
He hopes they have a goddamn heat stroke and he doesn't have to deal with it.
But yeah, and they kind of hash out some of their past. Like, she's like, oh, were you, it's like, I can't remember exactly how she puts it, but basically it's like, oh, well, what kind of a sheriff were you when I was 17?
Mm-hmm.
Because all of that happened because he busted her. That is some icky shit.
It's very icky. Yeah.
Which probably tells me that he ended up maybe dropping those charges or something.
Sure.
In exchange for, yeah.
And who knows who else he's done that to, right?
At this point, yeah. Yeah.
That's why he doesn't arrest anyone. They're all his kids.
When she says,
even the old looking ones. Yeah.
That totally
yeah.
undercuts what I was about to say, but that's really funny.
Sorry.
I was just going to say when he tries to say, well, maybe it's not my kid. And she says, I was a virgin when we got together. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's devastating. I mean, it's
and
this guy sucks.
Yeah, because
so
like
much.
now he's no longer happy-go-lucky Hurricane. He's kind of shitty Dale, and he's serious. He's angry. He's like, it's like he's projecting like, why did you come back here to ruin my life? Is what you kind of get from him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to, it's like.
And the fact that she still protected him up until this moment too, right? She has never told anyone who the father was. It's like, man.
I mean, there's a little bit of smartness in her doing that too, because she can manipulate him.
Sure. She's not a dummy. Yeah. And that's where she starts to take it. And you don't really know where Dale's going to take it, right? He seems like he's like, well, you killed someone. You need to go to jail. And he's maybe going to be able to reckon with his past over that. He's like, some things are just bigger than what I did, right?
Right.
So there is this wrestling with morality and justice that's happening in this house, and it's really powerful stuff.
And he's the cause of it.
It's completely unexpected, and he's the cause of all of it. Yeah. Yeah.
At least what's happening or about to happen.
Sure. I mean, he's with her involvement in this, he's the domino. The first domino.
He's the catalyst for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the thing that it's like there's a new set of well, I can't think of the word I'm trying to think.
I'll say maybe this will cover it. Like there are new circumstances now because Dixon is not what you thought he was. So there now is an element of not surprise. No, I can't think of a word, but there's an element of not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what Dixon's going to do, not knowing because he is not the entity we thought he was.
Well, nothing is cliche at this point, which is also incredible writing, right? Like every way you thought this was going to go is now up in the air.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, the first 2/3 of the movie, you think, oh, bad guys come to town. They'll have a shootout on Main Street or something, and good guys ultimately win. A couple of the good guys will get winged or something, but the good guys will win in the long. And you could even forgive it by wanting that, like the quote unquote typical happy ending of, and Lila is absolved of whatever, even though she shouldn't be. These are all things that could be on a typical table for
there
a
is that
mediocre movie. Yes.
Still available.
Right. I mean, we've seen enough of these movies in the mediocre range to where we think this is going to be too tidy.
So many of them.
And all of a sudden.
With similar titles, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, is this just going to be another run-of-the-mill thing? Yeah.
And it's the third act that, quite honestly, is why Siskel and Ebert picks at number 1 and 2.
I agree.
Because it all comes, like Chuck said, it all comes home to roost. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, this is an unexpected turn. Mm-hmm. And now we have a whole new interest in how this is going to play out.
I mean, the LA cops aren't even involved.
Nope.
They're like
it's a hometown story
in a store and in a car trying to find the house with their 5-year-old witness who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how absolutely hapless they become.
And the 5-year-old witness is Dale's son.
It's Dale's son.
Yeah. And about to be brought into a potential shootout.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that didn't happen that way. Like, kids are fairly protected in this movie to a point.
Oh, if any of these kids got hurt, Siskel would have hated this movie. Yeah. He had that was his specific trigger. He
wasn't a fan of the sweetest taboo.
Yeah. No, not at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ebert's trigger, by the way, was poor representation of various races.
Yeah, it's a good trigger.
Yeah,
they're both pretty good triggers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of triggers at the end of this movie.
There are.
Boy, howdy! You want to get to it?
Yeah, let's get to
it. Go for it.
Oh no, you're gonna make me do it?
Yes.
So Dale and Fantasia have been sitting at the house for damn near 13 hours, kind of eyeing each other, waiting.
Which I don't care what you say about her acting. I'd eye her for 13 hours.
She's a very pretty woman.
Yeah. Yes.
She's described that way by multiple characters in this movie.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. So they're waiting on a call from Pluto and Ray to say, where are you? We have the cops trying to find Daryl. They got the 10-2, where are you? And they end up at Fantasia's mom's house. And the brother is still lying about knowing where Fantasia is. And they kind of talk to Byron, the little boy. Mm-hmm. His name is Byron. And he lies too. And then the smart,
it's Dud. It Dud. He's like, yeah, that's what he told you to say. So
yes, he deciphers the child.
Pretend.
Yeah, let's be for really.
Yeah.
So for some unknown reason, they take the kid on a ride, like knowing that there's potential for danger. They ask him to recount the steps. They put the brother in jail so he doesn't tip off Fantasia. Eventually Ray calls, finds out where they're at. He's like, Pluto's like, get in and out. Do not fuck around in there. Mm-hmm. And Daryl's like, it is Daryl, right? Is he Daryl Dixon?
No, Dale.
No,
Dale Dixon.
Dale Dixon.
I think I had a little bit of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. I saw the short circuit happen.
You conflated two Walking Dead characters. Yeah.
Well,
didn't you? Yeah. Isn't Dale a character in Walking Dead?
He is. He is. He's the old man.
Oh yeah, he's the
Yeah.
I'm surprised I remembered he's the old man. Yeah. But anyway, they arrive, right? And as they're arriving, the other group of cops are making wrong turns because Byron doesn't know where the fuck he is, rightfully so for a 5-year-old boy.
Right. He was taken out of his bed at night. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 4 a.m. He knows where the fuck they turned.
I love like, was it here? No. It's like, was it here? It's like, yeah.
Cute kid, man.
He was a cute kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Dale's plan is to lure them into the house and jump out from behind a wall and arrest them, which I don't know why. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking in his mind, he's thinking back to the part where he said, I never had to shoot my gun.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, and also he watches TV. The heroes always win, so he's just going to win.
Yeah, he's got that in his mind too. I'm sure. The reality and the fantasy are probably wrestling. He also wants to prove
the LA cops wrong, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That his way can work. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it turns out he can't do his way. This is not how the law is handled in Star City. Nobody gets shot. Nobody pulls a gun. He can wrestle everyone down because we're all friends here, right? Like to a point.
He's immediately in over his head. Yeah.
Yes.
He's also outnumbered. He has no backup. Nobody knows where he's at.
This should have been called Over His Head. Like
instead of one false move.
There's also over his head. Yeah. There's also a really important thing about this scene, though, going into the scene that merits mention. There's a conversation about luck, because Dud tells him that he's a very lucky man. He's got a great place, great spot, great family, wife, and
trying to talk him out of being here.
Right. Trying to talk him out of being in this moment right now. Right. Yeah. And
at the urging of his wife to
and Dale doesn't get it. He doesn't hear luck that way about the things you have that are important and that you cherish. He hears about, well, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. I always have been lucky. My mama said I was born under a lucky star, right? I seem to always win more than I lose. And I get more, I seem to always win more coin tosses than I lose. Right. Yep. So he really actually does believe he's a little bit lucky. And turns out he maybe is a little bit.
Maybe.
I'm curious if he is still lucky or not.
Well, that luck is going to run out about 5 minutes after the movie's over.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see. But there's a few different ways this luck could turn sour. Yeah.
Well, I mean, most of them are dead.
Well, no, I'm talking about either he. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. I mean, I think I know what you're talking about.
Let's fast forward back to the shootout, right? Like he's got his gun on Pluto and Ray, and Pluto lunges at him with the knife, and gets him.
He brings a knife to a gunfight and wins.
Because
it almost works. It almost
works. Looks back at Fantasia because she yells something. He looks back at her. Yeah, it almost works.
And Hurricane shoots his gun, which goes right into the chest or gut of Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a bit of a firefight now between him and Ray. Ray does take a bullet, I think, in the shoulder. Or no, sorry.
Dale gets hit.
Dale gets hit pretty good, and but I think it's kind of like in the shoulder.
It's in the shoulder.
It was kind of a glancing blow. His real
it's not a fatal
stomach
wound. It's the knife wound that's the bad one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he gets Ray too. And then Ray starts to run, and he gets Ray. He shoots him in the back basically as he's running, and it turns around and shoots again, and that's when Ray accidentally shoots.
She saves Ray.
That's true. She does. Yeah,
because he shoots at him, or he's going to shoot him in the back. Mm-hmm. She runs over, pushes the gun. It fires, causing Ray to turn around, shoots her square in the head.
Yeah.
And so she's instantly dead. Yeah. And then Dale finishes Ray.
Yeah.
Then he then Pluto comes crawling out and then just collapses dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. One other thing to note here, because I think it's important for the very end of the movie. One of the last requests that Fantasia made of Dale was, why don't you let our child know who you are?
Yeah.
Give him the money directly. Tell him you're his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Which is really good stuff. So,
because she knows that it's probably nothing is going to end good for her. I think she's come to terms at this point. She's either going to jail or she's dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ray makes a call to Charlie, his vehicle, and says where he's at. Charlie pulls up with the two cops, and you kind of forget Byron is in the car. I actually forgot he was in the car. It's kind of a good little reveal.
Real quick, though, I want to say that this is the one time that Dale's knowledge of this area fails him, because he doesn't know where he's at. He's just at a house. He doesn't know the number. He just knows what road it's off of.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he has to go off of. Yeah.
Probably because he gets shot in the gut.
Well, he's in shock.
Or stabbed in the gut.
He's in shock. He's dying effectively. Yeah.
So all the commotion is going on at the house. The two LA cops are checking all the bodies, and they had that line, "The son of a bitch got him."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, they were, like you said, impotent in this moment and surprised that.
Yeah. He has their respect.
Yes. And he's laying in the ground. Charlie's like, "I'm going to run into the house and get something." I don't know what he says, but that's when little Byron steps out of the car, and walks up to Dale, and he's like, "Why are you bleeding?
Are you dead?
Are you dead, mister? Are you dead, mister?" Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Where's the lady?" And he's like, "No, you stay over here." Like that. It's a really kind of sweet, weird moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but he brings Byron in to sit with him as he's potentially dying, instead of letting him go see his dead mother, whom he calls Lady. And at the very end of it, he says, "Oh," and then it fades to black.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was about to tell him who he was, or die.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah. And what I was going to, where I was kind of going, that his luck has run out. He's either going to die, which I think is what happens, or he's going to lose his family. Because I think his life is going to have
his life is going to change.
Yeah.
And I love the ambiguity of it. There's so much that could happen.
There's still the potential that if Dale lives, he could still ignore Byron.
He could.
And nobody now knows he's the father.
True.
Except for him. Nobody knows that Byron's my kid. Nobody knows but Mises.
You're a base.
Yeah, it's a really good, like, you think what you want about this.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of came to the realization that he's probably he's paid the piper for his own misdeeds at this point, which I think karmically I'm okay with.
Yeah, but I also think he is going to change, even
if he survives. Yeah, I think he will change. But I think karma has caught up to him.
Yeah,
karma's caught up to him. His luck has caught up to him for sure.
Yeah.
Even if he survives, his luck has caught up to him.
Yeah.
There's something selfish and endearing in him wanting his son by his side in that moment. It's like, is he dying? And if so, he wants to.
He's got to have something of himself.
Have something of himself next to him, like in his dying moments, right? And I don't necessarily. That's not necessarily selfish, but it's also like it is for him. And that moment.
That's interesting, because I read it the opposite. I read it as paternal instinct was to protect Byron from seeing his dead mother.
Well, he's going to see his dead dad.
Right. He doesn't know.
But I mean, he doesn't even really know that pretty lady is his mom.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that as well.
I don't really think that he's being that benevolent. I think he wants his son next to him.
I mean, that's definitely a more.
He doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to die alone. If he's dying, and he doesn't know, he could be dying, and he does. Maybe he does die. We don't know.
Right.
But to me, that's a dying man wanting to make his last breath be something
with family
and be with family. Yeah. And I do believe
And
you're
also,
right, Chuck, that he wants to tell him that he's his father.
He at least is taking the one thing to heart where it's like, get to know him.
Yeah.
Even if it's a fleeting, are you dead, mister?
And it would be it would be a cold man to push that moment away.
Yeah. Although I will say the grown-ups in the car aren't offering any comfort. They all fucked off to do other stuff around
it only takes
crime scene.
It only takes one person to call it in, right? Like somebody could.
Well, yeah, but somebody
could be like.
Well, they do.
Holding the rag down on the wound or something.
Well, yeah. Probably. I mean, like Charlie calls.
They leave it to Charlie, and Charlie walks away. But good for the movie. Good for the movie.
Yeah,
that he does, because they do need to secure the area and make sure none of because they don't know for sure. All they know is that Dale said, "I've neutralized them," or whatever he says.
Yeah, but they're all.
But they need to go
there in the yard. I mean, there's there a fourth bandit we don't know about?
No,
I don't know.
No, but they do. Somebody needs to look. But I mean, like the LAPD guys can do that. Charlie can stick around. It's like, I called the ambulance. I'm here with you. But whatever. He
said, I'm running into the house to get like maybe a cold compress or water or something.
Maybe that is what he said.
I'm running into the house for X.
I'm running in the house to see if they still got that Coke.
Yeah. I'm running in the house for cocaine.
Well, it's good for the movie because it gives us that moment.
Yes.
And
very fucking
really
smart
moment.
Movie.
Yeah, it is.
Because even at the end, you think back to all those moments, and we've talked about a lot of them, but like, it's one of those movies that like the jigsaw falls into place in a really nice way where you're realizing what these moments meant when they happened and you didn't know at the time, and they're maybe a little bit puzzling.
But once you get all of the pieces together and you look at the totality of it, it's like, wow, this is a completely different picture than what I thought we were building.
Sure.
And so a couple more things from the original review from Siskel and Ebert, that because Chuck, you saw the end of year, the episode where they actually focused on the movie. That, you know, Siskel said this is something that should have had, well, he says this in the top 10, that it should have, if there was more money for this movie, it should have gotten out and it should have gotten Bill Paxton an Oscar, at least a nomination.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And during the original review, I think it's Siskel who said that this is the type of screenplay that needs to be taught in film schools, that you can have all of that tension and have it land someplace else that's actually means something than just the release of the tension.
Yeah.
Billy Bob did that twice with scripts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Sling Blade builds in a very slower, different, but the same kind of way.
It makes me want to watch. It makes me want to watch Sling Blade again, and a movie we've done on this podcast before, A Simple Plan again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going back to The Rage.
I liked A Simple Plan a lot.
And I didn't realize the Billy Bob connection to Sam Raimi they have had a relationship because Sam Raimi and what's his name? Epperson, they co-wrote The Gift that Sam Raimi directed. Yeah, which I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
That's either. That's the weirdest collaborative circle ever. But Billy Bob, Paxton, and Sam Raimi. But it was a thing. Which is a gift. The Gift is a movie I haven't seen since.
Yeah, I haven't.
I saw it in the theater. I don't think I've seen it since. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of my last few notes here that I had, just to kind of just to do the housekeeping there. Yeah. I commented especially that Michael Beach and Billy Bob Thornton play very well off one another as the two opposites of the type of criminal. I loved how all of the characters were involved in the big climax in some way. While the LAPD guys are separated from it, we still see their progression to get to the
what they're doing at the time.
what they're doing. Yep, they don't just show up again, and that means they're not forgotten either. But everybody has their big moment in those final minutes. That's really good. And then I had my strange observation of the week. Every pack of cigarettes are soft packs in this universe. There's not a fucking box in this in this fucking place. Probably a lot of bent cigarettes in these people's pockets.
I remember a lot of soft packs when I was in my teens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Parents had a lot of soft packs.
I didn't.
Not my
smoke
parents,
soft
but
packs.
people's
Yeah.
parents. Yeah.
I didn't smoke soft packs. That shit was hard to
Well,
keep.
you didn't smoke when this movie came out, did you?
No, but I sure as hell, I see a soft pack of cigarettes and I still kind of shudder a little bit. It's like all those broken fucking quarters in there. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think this is a very special movie.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, thank you, Chuck, for choosing this. This was, this lived up to my expectations.
Yeah, this will probably be in my next Criterion 50% off sale buy, I would say.
Yeah, that's probably a good choice.
Yeah, I wonder what is included on that.
I don't know,
that you can,
but I'm excited to find out.
But I'm with you. I will purchase this movie because it's one that Stephanie didn't have the opportunity to watch with me because of life. I think she will think this movie is okay.
Which is high praise.
High praise.
She'll like. I think she'll like it.
I was pleasantly surprised by this. Very, very cool, deep cut pick. Thank you.
Yes. Here we go. Here's what's on that. Criterion. 4K digital restoration, blah, blah, blah. 4K. It's on 4K. Audio commentary from 1999 featuring Franklin. New conversation between Franklin and co-writer actor Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, I bet that's good.
An essay by author William Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I read a little bit of that essay. It's online.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
So yeah. Ooh, I like that cover with the cop. Yeah, that's good.
I really like.
I think I'll get that too.
I really like the poster they have on the Wikipedia page. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's very, very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I'm excited to see this again someday and maybe notice stuff that I didn't before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, like kudos to Bill Paxton for real. I mean, he wasn't really like a household name yet.
In a way, he'd been in everything.
He'd been in a lot of great stuff, and he'd been the star. Like he'd been the standout in some of those things, like Aliens. But he hadn't really had a respectable role, like a
Hollywood role.
Yeah. And
like
he
a
always
leading
kind of
man.
played a secondary character. Yeah. And man, he is. I can't.
I don't know. He's fucking Chet, man, and Weird Science, man.
I know, right? Right. Like we kind of knew him. Growing up,
You're right,
we
though,
knew who he was. I didn't see this though until I was 46 years old.
It's obvious he didn't sell the movie, right?
Right.
There's no money for that.
100%. That's exactly right. He didn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't a big enough name. If he were, it probably would have.
This did put
got him an Oscar.
This did put Billy Bob Thornton on like the radar.
It got him on the
sure.
radar. It got him to probably Sling Blade, which absolutely then exploded his career.
And absolutely Carl Franklin's now on because
For sure.
Devil in the Blue Dress is coming soon after this.
Yep.
And that's yeah.
His career was kind of weird. I was looking at his Wikipedia page. He had a lot of misfires, a lot of movies that he was attached to that he didn't get to make. One thing I think that's wild about this movie is that Janusz Kaminski was second unit photography on One False Move, who ended up becoming Spielberg's guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like, what Janusz shot, but apparently it was before he shot everything through a milk bottle. So that's cool.
Have you guys seen Out of Time? I believe I saw that, and I remember liking it.
Yeah,
Is that Johnny Depp?
Denzel.
No, it's Denzel. It's the weird, like,
Nick of Time.
Isn't that the one with Dakota Fanning?
No, it's Denzel. Well, maybe Denzel, Eva Mendes, Sana Lawson, and Dean Cain. The wonderful Dean Cain.
I might be thinking of the wrong movie. I know I've seen that because I saw everything that came out in the fucking 90s that was in the theater. I was like, seriously.
Well, this was 2003.
Oh, 2003. Out of Time. No, this is not super familiar to me.
I kind of want to watch it just because Denzel is in it and Carl Franklin directed it.
Well, I want to go back and watch Devil in Blue Dress because I think I saw that on VHS when it came out on video, and I haven't seen it since. And I know that he was Carl Franklin wanted to make that into a trilogy. That character that Denzel played in that, he wanted to make it into a trilogy, but it just never came together.
Oh, so this is like a legit noir.
Devil in Blue Dress. Yeah, it's based on a pretty popular noir novel. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Maybe we'll bring it. Maybe we'll bring it onto the podcast.
Maybe we will. I do like that. If you hover over the link for, if you hover over the link for Southern Noir in the description of One False Move on Wikipedia, the example that comes up is the Kane novel for The Postman Always Rings Twice, which is a billion times better than the one that we watched that Nicholson and Jessica Lange were in. That's a good book. Yeah, it's a really good book.
I think I was thinking of one of the movies that Tony Scott made with Denzel Washington, Man on Fire.
Man on Fire. Yeah, that's what you're thinking of. Yep.
Dakota Fanning. Yeah, Tony Scott directed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
that was not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I remember it being okay, but I don't think I ever saw this other one.
Well, I'm interested enough to go watch his other movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I think someday that Denzel Washington kid is going to really become something too.
Yeah, he's primed to explode.
He's primed to pop off. Yeah.
Speaking of Out of Time, what's next week, Jeff?
Nice.
Very good. Well, this seems to be par for the course for me. Somebody picks something that's like really highfalutin and I come back with some bullshit. But we're going to revisit. We haven't done a revisit.
Redux.
Yep. It's time to Redux. And Redux has an X in it.
I know. That's why I said it.
And so does Xanadu.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is another Redux, like a Chuck's Redux.
Yes.
Because I didn't do.
You didn't do this. And
you didn't do this one.
Yeah. And so now I'll reveal later specifically why I chose next week to be the Xanadu Redux. The Redux Xanadu.
Stay tuned for that reveal.
Stay tuned for that reveal because it is connected to B-Movie Enema. But yes, Xanadu revisited. And I'm excited.
And here's a teaser for you. I'm not going to go back and listen to our episode.
No, it's too early. We're mad.
And any inconsistencies or contradictions, give me hell for it.
No, don't, because this movie is great.
I know, but my memory is also shit. And so who knows? I could remember.
Hey man,
you've grown
one day.
You've grown as a person.
The next.
Yeah.
But I am legitimately excited to. I'm so excited to do this episode that I bought the 4K UHD in anticipation of it, because there are moments in this movie that have like lived in my brain ever since we watched it for that viewing, and I have not seen it since. So I'm very excited.
I don't know if I've ever seen it for sure, but I do know like my first or second girlfriend in life is in it. So
yeah, Olivia Newton. Hell yeah,
fair enough.
Oh my golly, yeah.
It was her or Gidget, one of the two.
I mean, my first or second girlfriend in life is also in it. Gene Kelly.
I'm giving you my Fred Astaire right now.
That's good. That's good.
Oh boy. And Michael Beck from Megaforce.
Michael Beck from Megaforce.
That's awesome. Anyway, gotta love it.
He's a warrior.
He is also a warrior. Wednesday, May 13th, Xanadu Revisited. Should be a good time. Bring all the kids. We're gonna have some good old roller skating times.
Reduxadoo.
Nailed it.
Yep. Anyway, so go over to filmseizure.com. That's where you'll find all the episodes. That's where you find all the places you can follow us, and you can subscribe to the different places where you get your podcasts. Also at filmseizure.com, this upcoming Monday on Monster Mondays, I can't believe I hadn't done this until I was like looking through. It's like, what am I going to pick from the 80s? Well, Pumpkinhead is an awesome monster.
I've never seen it.
Really?
I have never seen Pumpkinhead. I know.
It's pretty good.
Is that
good?
I know it's kind of, maybe, is that a little bit weird? I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a little bit
only
weird. For us, it's weird. Yeah.
It's weird that you didn't revisit it. Like, I actually saw it when it was on HBO.
I for whatever reason, I've just always weaved around it. I don't know.
And it's Lance Henriksen, too.
I know.
That's like not seeing Basket Case or Basket.
Yeah, exactly. Basket Case was the previous Monster Mondays.
Yeah. Those are very kin-like in my brain.
Yeah, they kind of can be because it's got, like an ooey gooey monster guy.
Yeah, I get it. I just, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, that's what's going to be on Monster Monday. So, that is, Monday, May 11th. That's Jason's birthday. What better way to celebrate Jason's birthday
with the movie he's never seen?
Unleashing Pumpkinhead on him.
A movie he's never seen, but what we affectionately call him.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, big Pumpkinhead.
I would think like Egghead, maybe. Like it's a little.
I wasn't really. Yeah. It's like the hurricane. It's affectionate.
Yes, it's affection. This upcoming Friday at my website, bmovieanima.com, I have a review of Killdozer.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
It's a title that you expect a little bit more out of the movie, but it's a fun concept. It's a fun concept. So Killdozer, it is.
I think that might be weirdly on my most dangerous game list for dumb reasons.
That would be very strange.
I think,
but potentially because Killdozer is hunting down people.
I know, exactly. It's the same reason like Duel is on my list, right? Yeah.
Go get it through Kino. It's a beautiful transfer.
I might do that. Yeah, next sale. All right.
Yep. And it's only like 73 minutes, so it's an easy in and out.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we did it. We done did it. So until next time, I am Jeff Arbuckle.
I'm Chuck Tasia.
I'm Jason Oliver, and you have been listening to Film Seizure.